Welcome to another edition of GSC's Digital Network Update Show presented by Florida's Space Coast. Remember, you can head to visitspacecoast.com to learn more about a vacation to remember.
This is Carlos Hutton, safety at the University of West Georgia. Be sure to watch the Wolves play this Saturday live on ESPN3 and the Watch ESPN app.
Welcome to this GSC Digital Network Update Show. I'm Jim Cavall, and we have plenty of Gridiron positive action to report from this past weekend's final non-conference weekend with 4 more wins, including a Division I upset, while GSC TV returned after a week off. The Florida's Space Coast GSC TV on ESPN crew traveled to Florence, Alabama for the second time in 3 weeks. Offensive firepower was featured in Game 2 as host number 8 nationally ranked North Alabama outgunned Florida Tech 55-48 in a game that many of the TV viewers purely enjoyed as the schools combined for 1,183 yards in a thriller which saw FIT drive to UNA's 22-yard line on its final drive, only to see the Lions sew up the win by forcing 2 incomplete passes in its own end zone. Meanwhile, the GSC upped its non-conference record to 20-5, going 4-1 in Week 4. Shorter headlined the list of non-conference success, upsetting NCAA Division I FCS Southeast Missouri State 26-21. The Hawks entered the fourth quarter trailing 21-14. Visitors posted 12 unanswered points in the final 15 minutes en route to victory. Cody Simpson fired a touchdown pass at the 14:54 mark, while fullback BJ McCoy's 3-yard score added the insurance at the 6:15 mark. Number 2 nationally ranked West Georgia captured its second consecutive 4-0 start behind its 4th Division II win of the season, 56-0 over in-region SIAC member Clark Atlanta. UWG celebrated homecoming by registering its first shutout since 2014, holding CAU to 100 yards of total offense and just 31 passing yards. Number 6 Delta State's defense pitched its first shutout since 2013, blanking in-region SIAC foe Albany State 40-0. The Statesmen held ASU to 16 yards below their seasonal rushing average and hit pay dirt on DSU's lone interception when Greg Sims returned a 40-yarder in the second quarter. The win gave DSU its second 4-0 start in 2 seasons. Number 9 nationally ranked Valdosta State opened up its home schedule cruising past NAIA foe Cumberland out of Tennessee 56-22. VSU entered the second quarter tied at 7, but the Blazers exploded for 29 unanswered points in the second frame. The victory was VSU's 6th consecutive against non-conference opponents since 2013. West Alabama traveled nearly 800 miles west to notch its 3rd D2 win of 2015, upending Lone Star Conference member Texas A&M Kingsville 31-22. Tyreek Hill sparked the Tigers' win thanks to a record-tying special teams performance, as Hill became just the 2nd player in GSC history to return 2 kickoffs for touchdowns in 1 game, reeling off returns of 74-78 yards. Former Southern Arkansas defensive back Jordan Babineau was the first to accomplish the feat in 2003 before going on to play in the NFL for the Seattle Seahawks. Finally, Mississippi College faced a tough road test, falling at Division I FCS number 17 McNeese State 37-0. The Choctaws jump back into GSC play next weekend, hosting Shorter. You can catch all the action in the Gulf South Conference, not just on the Gridiron, but in men's and women's soccer, women's volleyball, and men's and women's cross country on the GSC website at gscsports.org. You can also catch the action here on the GSC Digital Network's update shows each week as we'll begin to cover soccer, both on the men's and women's sides, plus women's volleyball and men's and women's cross country later this fall. Until then, and until next time, for everyone at the Gulf South Conference, I'm Jim Cavall, and you have been watching the GSC Digital Network.
Hi, my name is EJ Hilliard. I'm a senior quarterback at Valdosta State University. And be sure to watch the Blazers this Saturday on ESPN3 or the Watch ESPN app.
We'd like to thank our friends at Florida's Space Coast for presenting each week's update on the GSC Digital Network. And until next time, I'm Jim Cavell, and this has been your GSC Digital Network Update.